Hello and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. Guys, I miss this place and I miss saying that actually. It's been a while and obviously your girl needed to rest and refresh, rethink, see life and see other things about life. But anyway, I hope you missed me as much as I missed making content for you guys, because I really enjoyed making content. But I thought, oh, we're coming back, yes, we do interviews, but how about we do a bit differently? You have been seeing the promo that we have been running, and we've been talking about the 10 episodes that we want to do with inspirational women. I really felt like I needed to do something for my ladies, because there's a lot of women that are doing great things in this country, and they felt like they really needed a bit of recognition. And if we can give them that platform on this show, why not? So today, my first episode, I'm featuring a lady who has conquered all odds. According to me, I think she's really conquered a lot of things. I'm talking about Chama. I don't know if you know her, if you have ever followed her on her social media or what she has done, but let me tell you who Christine is. Christine is the commissioner on the Human Rights Commission. She was appointed by the president in 2022. Let's hear her story on the other side. Welcome back. So I mentioned that I'll be chatting with Christine Chama, who is the commissioner on the Human Rights Commission. She is also a social worker and a disability advocate. She is one person I can proudly say that, what do they say? Disability is not inability? Yes, because she has done so much. Christine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Hellen?
Good. Always good to see you.
It is always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty, so like I'm busy introducing you here and I can see you're looking at me like, Did I say anything wrong?
No.
Exactly. So if I was to ask first, I want to know, you were born and bred in Cabo, yeah?
Yes.
How many are you in your family?
Okay, so I was from a family of 4. I unfortunately lost my elder brother. Okay. So we're now 3 of us.
Okay, the only girl.
Yes, the only girl.
So we should know that your brothers overprotect you, obviously. Yeah?
Yeah, sort of. No, I'm not with my young brothers, but they also do protect.
So you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest now.
Yeah, but brothers don't care.
No, they don't.
They still want to protect you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but just let me we get the story of how you were born, and if you can just tell us that story.
All right, sure. So I was born with a disability. I like saying I've never been able-bodied before.
Okay.
This is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born with a disability. So I have a condition known as osteogenesis imperfecta. In other terms, it's known as soft bones or brittle bones.
Okay.
Yes, so that's the condition that I have. So I've had it since birth.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I was born in Kabwe. Born and bred in Kabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, though I've never schooled in Kabwe. But yeah.
How come?
Yeah, so I've never schooled in Kabwe because I think by then, due to my condition, I needed to be in a special school.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so in Kabwe, there are no special schools.
Up to now?
Though now we have an autistic center for children with autism, yeah. But it's for children with autism. But
just autism.
And then now I think recently now we also have a special school for other disabilities, like physical disabilities. Yes, which recently opened. Yeah, but then years back, yeah. When I needed to be in school, there were no special schools in Kabwe.
Okay.
So I had to start school from Cheshire Homes, Kablonga.
Oh, okay.
Here in Lusaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a special school. And then from there, I had to move to the Copper Belt, where that's also a special school.
So did it mean like if you your family is in Kabwe, right?
Yes.
Did your mother have to come with you?
No, I was in boarding schools.
Oh, really?
So during school periods, I was in school,
yeah.
Boarding schools. Then during holidays, that's when I could get back home in Kabwe.
So it was never strange for you to be in boarding school because that's what you started with?
No, I don't think that it has ever been strange at any point. The fact that I started from there. So from nursery to tertiary.
I would like to have a chat with your mother. I don't think I would let my child go. I would be so afraid, so insecure. Like
I feel she would have had those reservations.
Yeah.
But then she wanted me to be in school.
Yeah.
And the only option she had is a boarding school.
Yeah.
It's a special school. So I think with that, she didn't have any other choice
that's
but
true.
to let me go.
Yeah.
Though I know it would have been difficult for her, really for my dad, because I think they always wanted me to be close to them. So it was quite. I feel it was quite a challenge for them to let me go, but they had to make a choice.
They had to make it work somehow.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So now we see there's one thing that you obviously advocate for. It's discrimination against disabled people. Growing up, did you face a lot of discrimination?
Sort of. I think discrimination has always been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the marginalized, I think discrimination is always there in one way or the other. So I wouldn't really say I really faced it much. I think because of the environment where I was mostly. I was in an environment where most of us were persons with disabilities.
Yeah.
So if you're in such an environment, you don't really feel the discrimination that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you're all the same. It's a similar environment. Like everyone who is there, you have one or two things, you have something in common. But of course, I could feel the discrimination when I'm not in that environment. Yes.
How would you say, I would like to know how your home setup was, right? How do you say that helped you to be who you are? Because you are very confident. How do you think that helped you?
I would like to say, I think what has really attributed to my confidence now, it's greatly my parents and my siblings. I think for my parents, never at any point did they ever make me feel that I'm different from my siblings. And I think that for some time, the only friend I had was my late elder brother. So I think even him, I could even hear him telling his friends when they come home to say, no, let's go and play. He always said, no, I have to play with my sister. We're not going anywhere. If it's that, he would always carry me along. So I think with that really helped me a lot with that support system. And my parents, I think, I'm one person who's like that, who has got parents who are so proud of their child with a disability. There are times, even up to now, people know me through my parents. When they see me, say, that's Mr. Chama's daughter. That's Mrs. Chama. And then they would always ask me, are you Mr. Chama's daughter? Are you Mrs. Chama's daughter?
Really?
And I say, yes. Yeah, we have heard a lot about you from your parents.
Wow.
So I think that used to say, okay, even if I'm not with them, but they would always make it a point to mention to people that they have a child with a disability.
That's beautiful. How, what pushed you to say, I think I need to start advocating for people with disabilities?
I think the main thing that has really pushed me to do that is, of course, the challenges that we persons with disabilities face. Yes.
What are some of those challenges?
So, firstly, I think it starts with the family where we're coming from. I think I'm maybe one of the few that has come from a family where I've accepted my condition from the way go. But then there are a lot of persons with disabilities when you hear their stories, their families have not even accepted them. I think we have heard of stories where parents hide children with disabilities. So with that, it shows that we still have that gap, because that's the major challenge. So I feel challenges start from there. And of course, when we look at mostly in our communities where we're coming from as persons with disabilities, it's not always easy. It's not a smooth road for us. Yes. I think there are times whereby even our neighbors within our communities would not accept us as persons with disabilities. We'll hear of myths. People think, no, a person with a disability, once you have a child with a disability, that's a case.
Yeah.
And all these myths.
And it's unbelievable that some people still believe that today.
So the challenges definitely they are there.
Yeah.
And they are quite a number. And we still have a long way
when
to go.
When you were in school, did you hear some of those stories from your schoolmates? Maybe.
Of course. We could share such stories.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. We would sit, share, just talk about how our communities, where we're coming from, different communities where we're coming from, how we are treated. Yeah, so we'll definitely share such stories.
Wow, that is something. So what is it that you think can be done better that hasn't been done yet concerning concerning people with disabilities? Say, for example, what can the government do? You are in the government. What are you trying to put together to better improve? We see on the news, maybe the blind people now have more of what do they call those?
Braille?
Yes. So all those things we're seeing. But do you think we're heading the right direction? And what are some of those things that are being put in place?
Okay, of course. We're still facing a lot of challenges. I think that's what we have to first admit. And there's a lot of work to be done. I think, of course, we've been hearing so much of inclusivity, disability mainstreaming. Those are approaches that are being put in place to ensure that these challenges are sort of taken into consideration. But I must admit to say that there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Yes, we still have a lot to do. I'll give you an example. If you were to look at the infrastructure, even up to now, there are times where you find a new building that is just being built. You look at the infrastructure, already it's not accessible for a person with a disability.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. We still have a long way to go. And just certain things I feel when you talk of disability issues, mostly it comes as an afterthought. When already a lot of planning has already taken place.
Yeah.
And then when they see someone, maybe was talked about it, and then somebody say, oh, actually, we'll do something about it. So it's like disability issues mostly come in as an afterthought. And I think with that, if we continue to see disability as an afterthought, then the challenges will still always be there. What is needed now if we have to mainstream disability?
Okay.
Yes, we have to so much focus on inclusivity. And then if we're talking of mainstreaming and inclusivity, it means just from the word go, whatever projects, programs we are coming up with, just from the initial planning stage, we have to include disability issues. That's when we'll be able to overcome the challenges that we persons with disabilities face.
Nice. Now, before we even talk about how you were appointed, you were Unza president. You were the student representative for the council. Tell me how being Unza president was, and how did you just say, I think I can stand for this position?
Well, I think it was something funny. It was a discussion I had with friends. So we had gone on an education trip in Solwezi. Yes. And then during that, I think it was during the night when, of course, when we went back to our room as ladies, and then we were like, guys, why don't we have a female Ozadesa president?
Yeah.
For the first time, because it has always been about males. So it was just a funny conversation that we had. And then everyone of us was like, no, I'll go for this position. The other person said, I'll go for this position.
Yeah.
And then I was like, jokingly, I said, I'll go for the presidency. So that's so we went back to campus after our education trip.
Yeah.
I think for me, I even forgot about it. Yeah, I thought it was just a joke. I didn't take it serious. So the period for elections came. And then one of my friends approached me while I was like, are you not standing? I said, for what?
You had already forgotten about it?
Yeah, for me it was just a joke, so to say. So like, are you not contesting for the Uzadesa president? So I was like, you guys, were you serious about that talk we had? I said, let's give it a try. But then for me, I was already part of the Uzadesa executive. So by then, I was the projects coordinator when we had that conversation. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. So that's how I had to contest. And of course, I had other colleagues of mine, ladies, who say, okay, you guys, if you want me to contest, you should also contest. Because at least I did the backup. So that's how I had to contest. And as things were, I became the first female.
Wow.
How
was it? How was the experience being Uzadesa president?
It was a very good experience, and I think for me, it was also a great platform. I feel that with that, I got a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
I think people now started to know more
yeah.
about me. I think people were sort of curious in some way, I feel, to know who is this first female Uzadesa president, a student with a disability.
Yeah.
So I think people were so curious to know more about me. So it really gave me a good platform, I might say.
Nice. What were you studying at Unza?
I was studying development studies.
Okay.
With sociology.
Nice. So now that happened, then Student Representative Council, what was your role there as well? Okay, so
on the Student Representative Council, it's part of the University Union. It's the other arm of the, like the one we have the executive, we have the National Assembly, yes, we have the judiciary. So at the university we have the executive, which is the common Uzasu. Then we have SRC, there's SRC, which is the Student Representative Council, like the National Assembly. Yes, if you are putting at the national level. So according to the constitution of the Student Representative Council, it is a representation of students that represent each and every hostel, like at the university. And then it also consists of, it should have at least 2 students with disabilities on that council, 1 male and 1 female. So that's how I had to find myself to be part of the council. So that selection it's done by students with disabilities. Among themselves, they will choose which 2 will represent students with disabilities on the council. So that's how I had to find myself on the council.
Nice. Now we go to the big position. Commissioner on Human Rights. I just woke up one day, I'm offline, I go online and Christine is trending. Why is Christine trending? Commissioner on the Human Rights Commission. I'm like, oh, congratulations. Wow. That was huge. Did you expect it? Did you see it coming though?
Not at all.
Yeah?
It came to me as a shock.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else, I think like most of the people. I think for me it was a shock as well.
Yeah.
I did see it coming, not at any point.
How did it make you feel? And your family, how did they react to the news?
Well, I think at first, my mom and dad were also shocked.
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't just believe it. Like, how? How has this happened?
Yeah.
Yes, just as I was shocked as well. But then later on, I was excited, but again, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Because it's a very big position.
Yeah.
And now it's not only about me, but it's about the nation, the people of Zambia. So, truth be told, I was so nervous about it.
Like, am I going to manage?
I was like, am I going to manage? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to conduct myself? Like, it was something new. I know I've had this university position, but then it's so different.
Yeah.
Yes. University, you're dealing with your fellow students. Yeah. But then now you have to deal with the entire nation. So I was very, very nervous about it.
But how is it going so far?
So far so good, I must say. Though, of course, I have to learn each and every day.
Oh, learning never ends, they say.
Yeah, sure. But
yeah.
so far so good. I'm settling in well. I think now it has been a year since I was appointed. So, yeah, so far so good.
Nice. Okay, so here's the other thing. Now I want to move away from the academics and the advocacy. What do you do in your free time?
In my free time?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of movies.
Okay.
Listen to a lot of music as well.
Okay.
And I also watch soccer. I was a soccer fan.
You're a soccer fan?
Yes.
Which one's your team?
Well, no, I know my team is not doing well. I'm
Man
a
U?
Manchester United fan.
No, it's okay. Manchester, Chelsea, we're twins.
Yeah, well,
This season.
So, yeah.
I can't laugh at you so much because Chelsea, my team Chelsea is also
Yeah, so
something else.
mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there are times where I also just like maybe go out shopping.
Yeah, shopping is a good hobby.
Yeah, and I love getting myself shoes. I'm a shoe lover, so
Yeah. I should visit your I can't fit. I was going to visit you so that I can just visit your shoe rack.
That's the advantage I have. Most people can't fit my
Yeah, okay. Christine, it was really lovely to chat with you. And we hope we can have more chats with you going forward. I think you are really a great inspiration to a lot of people. A lot of people look at you and say, do you think you have encouraged other people with a disability to come up and do things?
I always like to feel that at least maybe. I know it's not that easy, but I want to believe that I've at least contributed to encourage someone out there. Because I think, yeah, I would love to believe that.
What do you tell somebody who comes to you and say, no, I can't work, I can't do school because I'm disabled? What do you tell them? We see people on the street, they have a disability, and they'll just choose to be on the street and beg. What do you tell such a person?
Well, first of all, I must admit, at times it's quite difficult when it comes to changing somebody's mindset. Because I feel it has got to do a lot of mindset shifts or change. And also, it's important that one realizes what their potentials are. Because I believe as much as you have a disability, but there's something that you're good in. So, usually I like to say, you focus on what you're good at. Focus on your abilities.
Yeah.
And not your disability part.
I like that.
Because I know,
really
as
like
much
that.
as I have a disability, but I feel I have a lot of abilities. So it's really important that you focus on your abilities. Pay attention to that. Yes. But again, the other thing we have to understand again, it also gets us back to the support system that one has.
At home especially.
Yes, it's very important that people, our close relations to persons with disabilities are supportive, because they're the ones who give us encouragement. That, okay, I'm able to do this. Yeah, at least there should be somebody out there to push you to do something. Yes, to encourage you each and every time. But even up to now, I always need encouragement from people, my support system. So,
what makes you sometimes to just feel down and you say, like, I need, what would have triggered that?
Okay, yeah, there are times when I really have my low moments.
Yeah.
And I think at times you also can't run away from the thoughts to say you would want to do something, and then you just realize, okay, I'm not able to do this. At times it's quite frustrating.
Yeah.
And that just dawns on you.
Yeah.
And then at times, it's the response you get people, from your environment. There are times you would walk or you be in a certain environment and you just get this negative vibes. Like, it's like there are times where you could meet certain people and they could just make you know, whether unknowingly to them or unknowingly, but you just get that response from them to say they don't believe in you. Like, for them, the first thing or the only thing that they see with you is your disability, and they don't want to focus on your ability. So yeah, I've found myself in such situations.
How do you get yourself back? Like,
of course, yeah, I feel bad about it, but then I always have to tell myself to say, okay, it's not the first time that I'm facing this. And I also look at how far I have come. I've accepted myself, so I've accepted my condition. So I think for me, I always tell myself to say, I don't think at this moment I would want to let anyone take away what I've already achieved, how far I've come, looking at from where I'm coming from to where I am now. So I think I've now just told myself to say, well, I also have to understand that others, it's not like they deliberately do certain things, but they also just don't understand disability issues. I've had people ask me to say, okay, how are we supposed to talk to you? How are we supposed to approach you? How are we supposed to treat you? So I was like, oh, so from that, you also get to say, well, it's not like people just do it deliberately, others. It's like they just don't know. So now I guess it's up to me to explain, to say, well, just treat me like anybody else.
Any other person.
Like any other person. I'm just like you. I have a disability. I'm using crutches. You're not using crutches. But then focus on my abilities and not on my disability.
I love that.
And then I also come to understand to say, there's nothing much I can change about my condition. Like I said, I was born with it. So there's nothing to change about it. Yeah, so it's now the issue of me accepting. Yeah, and then moving on.
Yeah,
when
that's true.
Yes.
And you've achieved quite a number of things. I think it also comes back to, like, being grateful for what you have, and things that you can't change, you just accept them. Like, acceptance is the key.
Yeah, sure.
Acceptance. We hope a lot more people can come out of the shell, and we hope the environment supports that very, very, because that's why I asked the kind of environment you grew up in, because I just kind of had an idea that obviously you come from a home where they treated you like, look, you can be anything you want to be.
Yeah, and then it's not like I'm from because other people think I'm from a very wealthy family. And I'm not. It's just the love.
It's the love, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's important. It's not a matter of wealth. No, I'm from a very simple background.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was a teacher, now retired. My dad used to work for Blogoshi Textiles. It's just a simple family, not like I'm from a very wealthy family. No. Yeah. So it's just about the love.
Yeah.
And the support that you have given me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is very, very true, and I hope a lot of us can learn from it. You may not be disabled, but you may have a relative, a friend, a neighbor, anybody else in your area. Just show them the support, because they need that. Already they're probably fighting their own battles inside, wondering why am I like this? So if we add salt to the wound, we're not helping in any way. So in any way we can, let's just show love. Let's spread love to everybody. Christine, do you have any last words?
Well, I think my last words is say thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I think I've been a follower of your show.
Really?
Like me. So, I think now to finally be on the show is really a great honor for me. Thank you so much for having me. And once more, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Award winning.
Thank you.
Yeah, so a very huge congratulations to you.
Thank you. We need to change now. We need to write award-winning Hellen.
Please, definitely. That's very important.
You know what?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. But I'm really glad that you came here. So I've been following your works, like, on social. We've been friends on Facebook for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah, so I've kind of been seeing what you've been up to. We actually took long to meet in person.
Yes.
Then we've been friends on Facebook for so long. So I'm really glad that we've come to this place where we can actually chat and just know more about you. Thank you for coming, for making time.
Thank you for having me.
Alrighty guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I personally have. So we are doing 10 episodes of Inspirational Women. So I really hope you stay tuned and get inspired by the different women that we are bringing on the show. So this has been your girl Helen. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Keep watching this show. Keep supporting us in any way that you can. We have been filming from the Best Western Hotel in Lusaka. Bye-bye.